Welcome back, everyone, to Victoria 2, and right now we are in 1917, an interesting date for sure, and I just wanted to take a little bit of stock as to the world and what is happening. Now, we know all about Vietnam, so we're gonna go abroad. What the hell is this? So obviously there's the Great War going on, in case you did not notice, and the Great War has been fought essentially between, like, kind of the Central Powers in a way, by a twist of fate. You can see that, like, the alliance here is Sweden, Germany, the Nubian Federation, Netherlands, and the Iberians, versus the United Kingdom, the Italians, and the Russians. And the Germans are doing very, very well because, well, Russia is terrible. And yeah, essentially that's really been pushing the war score to their favor, despite the fact that, you know, technically the United Kingdom by itself almost has just as much military power as, like, the entirety of this alliance combined. Funnily enough, the German Empire has less military power than the Netherlands. That's most likely because of the navy now, is it? If you look at their score, yeah, 445 of their power comes from capital ships. So yeah, the Dutch Navy is very, very strong, and that of course gives a lot of score. Yeah, only 60 from capital ships, whereas 200 from soldiers and army. Okay, so I guess yeah, well, you have less ships than the Dutch? Are you kidding me? No, you have the same amount. So yeah, actually, despite this being, you know, that kind of a great war, it seems like the Central Powers are, you know, doing relatively decently on the high seas. Still though, this is probably going to mean a very, very nasty defeat for the British and such, because the obligatory Great War casus belli against all enemies, or Great War capitulation. In Victoria 2, once you win the Great War, you know, World War I, you dismantle your enemies as empires. And yeah, look at that. Force to dismantle the empire, cut the United Kingdom down to size, force Italy to dismantle their empire, acquire Wilenskaya, which is probably Lithuania. Yeah, Wilenskaya is just Vilnius, most likely? Vilno? Or, I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's Vilna. So, yeah, the Germans are gonna get Lithuania. Force the Russian Empire to dismantle their empire. Cut the Italians down to size, dismantle constructions. Okay, so just in general, it's very likely that the UK, the Kingdom of Italy, and the Russians will have essentially all of the releasable nations within their countries, like Belarus, like Ukraine and such, released away, and those are going to be forced into the spheres of Germany and the Nubian Federation. The Italians might have, you know, like, it seems like all these cores are gone. I was thinking that they might get dismantled too, but looks like dismantling for them might just mean that a lot of territories will get returned to, like, France. Maybe some territories will be given over to, like, the Nubian Federation, and probably their sphere will be destroyed. But yeah, dismantling empire essentially means that a nation's overseas holdings and just in general holdings that aren't cores are going to get just split away. And sometimes even the heartland gets split away. For example, if you dismantle Germany, you're going to get, like, a lot of the times, like, the Rhineland and Prussia will be broken away. Anyway, that's if you do not play Victoria 2. So that's what's going to happen most likely to these guys. Now, our own situation in the east is a little bit different. There is actually a Japanese-dominated Orient. If we take a look at the sphere map mode, where is it? Nations crisis. There is supposed to be a sphere map mode. Sphere influence. So you can see that. Wait, what? Oh, this is for country. Oh no, okay, good. Now we just need to click on the C and it's going to show everyone. So we can see that Japan just is sphering everything. We are part of the Italian sphere, which is, to be honest, kind of a problem because Italy is being just destroyed. We might get our sphere transferred. Where is it? take a look at politics. No, it's probably just diplomacy, great powers, and we click on our own country. Where are we? Are we not in Asia? What? Why can we not see ourselves? Oh, there we are, Vietnam. So we are friendly actually with the United States, or rather the United States is friendly with us. And the Netherlands are also friendly with us, so maybe once the war is over and the Italians are dismantled or something, they're gonna sphere us. This might be causing economic problems or something, but who knows, who knows. Actually, I don't need these tariffs anymore. Reduce those. So that my people can buy things. That's like a decent idea. Yeah, go ahead and buy things from the world market. That sounds like pretty good. Anyway, we are surrounded by the Netherlands sphere and the British sphere and the Japanese, who are advancing into China. The Japanese-backed Anhui clique, named that way because it's coming from Anhui province, which is like here, kind of west of Shanghai. As you can see, their capital is in Anqing, which is a kind of famous Yangtze River city. Anyway, yeah, they took out nationalist China, which was kind of surprising. Then we have Beiyang China. Beiyang just means like the North Seas, so it's this area. It's kind of like what they called the North China area. And, well, they're like the military dictatorship, but they're not having a great time. They're just not having a great time. They are a secondary power, though. You know, they're doing better than the Anhui clique, despite the fact that the Anhui clique actually has a lot of industry. Yeah, kind of like, you know, a fifth of Japan's industry. So they're starting to develop, but yeah, they're a puppet of the Japanese. So who knows, we might not see a very strong China at all, in which, of course, that's good for us, because that means the parts of China, you know, break away, and then we can take them over, like the Sichuan clique, which we are now gonna justify. Ah, we can't puppet them. We can only cut them down to size. That's sad. I wanted to puppet them, but it seems like we cannot. So I guess we're gonna need to wait until our infamy goes down to 0, and then we're gonna need to justify to conquer them. That's kind of annoying, because that's gonna be very ugly. I mean, we're already pretty damn ugly, but we're gonna be even more ugly soon. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, because the Netherlands and their alliance are likely to win, you know, and Spain and such are likely to win the war, it's probably gonna be impossible for us to expand into Borneo further. But the British might get dismantled, and so some nations might be released, like Siam and such, so we might have some opportunities to expand in Southeast Asia. But mostly, like, I think at this point, what we can accomplish is just kind of over. Like, in the end, wasn't that great of a run. Like, we didn't get that strong, but especially like in the industry category. But, you know, it was better than nothing. We still have a few years to play out, and yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that right now. So yeah, let's go. We need to. Well, we've got a bunch of money. We need to use it. What do you mean? 22,000 unemployed craftsmen in Yunnan. Yeah, I mean, apparently they're just not wanting to work in these factories, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I'm trying to build up these factories, no projects, lots of militancy. Damn. Okay, we can start. Haiti goes bankrupt. Are you in any sphere? It would be funny to invade Haiti, but nah, okay. You're in a sphere. It's like, it's okay. We're gonna get the Casus Belli. The Kingdom of Spain better pay their money. Yeah, like, everyone's just going bankrupt because of the Great War. The Aden Protectorate. The Aden Protectorate, wow. Yeah, that's a British, like, Dominion. Anyway, now we're getting lots of money, and I'm getting called in something, so bloody... Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm pissed. Okay, so some dick is calling me, and so it's making the So making Windows automatically shift sound to the call. Okay, the Sammarinese want to just skip on paying their money. Of course, they're Mediterranean, so they don't really know what money is. Anyway, we can actually lower taxes somewhat because we're just getting so much money at this point. So yeah, that's good. Build army. Right, we need to organize our armed forces. Now, because all these places have really shitty supply limits, I think we're gonna need to cut down the size of the armies. Something like this, which is very, very fragile, but and we're gonna do that. So I guess like 2 guards, 2 artillery, a hussar, and an engineer. Maybe we're gonna need an extra infantry. Yeah, so like that's 21k. These are fragile, fragile, fragile armies, but it's okay. So that's 3, 2, 1, 1. There we go. So now we're just gonna try to make these as workable as possible. Actually. There we go. And so we can expand our forces like in a balanced way. And as I said, like my next targets are going to be the Sichuan clique, and then we're going to see. I'm going to try to expand as much as possible before the game is over and improve my economy also. There we go. Money bill printing. So we don't really need one. Don't really need this one. Damn, I really need to drink right now. I'm sorry. It might be a good idea to get some of these techs before the game is over. Might be. What these psychology? Oh, okay, reinforcement. These are good if you're gonna, you know, like improve your army, like from the start, if you're civilized. But, I mean, okay. I guess we're gonna try to max the army stuff as much as possible before the game is over. Especially we're gonna try to get military directionism. So we can defend ourselves against gas, and we can use gas ourselves. Which is very, very important. Very important. Anyway. Upper house rearranged. Of course. There we go. Okay, so this is... Okay, so he requires engineer. He requires engineer, so 2 engineers. 2 engineers. He requires a hussar, so hussars. Okay. Hussars... 1, 2 guards, 2 engineers. We're already getting those. Okay, good. So we can get a lot of armies out. Kashmir! Really now? Kashmir better... It's getting occupied by Germany. The Germans are invading India through Afghanistan and Central Asia. Of course, very realistic. Realistic, yes. Okay, so now we can build our glorious armed forces. We have a lot of these now Chinese minority soldiers that are somehow willing to fight for us, so I'm not going to complain. Unfortunately, they don't seem to want to be guards. Vietnamese Freikorps. Yeah, sure. Just let them be fascists. It's okay. Looks like the Yunnanese are starting to be employed. Vietnamese Shan and Vietnamese Cambodia, or Conchinchina, are starting to get craftsmen. Oh, good. So I guess our efforts to build up some industry are going to have success, because they will get employed. Annam is expanding. Isan, that's not a core state, so factories don't work there. Tonkin, that's it's not being the most valuable place ever, but we're gonna expand our existing industry anyway, and we might as well build another few factories. Maybe a winery might work. Fertilizers, small arms, paper mill, right? Because you've already got a sawmill. And I guess you could also do a, whatchamacallit? Oh, no, okay, no. Sawmill is the one that we needed. Okay. Liquor distillery. That is, of course, everyone's favorite factory. Yeah, Yunnan, they've already got craftsmen, which is pretty nice. And the luxury clothes factory is being pretty profitable. Now, we do still have the problem of just not good goods. We don't produce goods that are good for factories. We produce like tea and coffee, which for some reason you can't make, like, you know, industrial tea or whatever. So yeah, no factories for that. We really need to just use our tropical wood to make like luxury clothes and luxury furniture. Like, right, luxury furniture. What about that? Why can't we do it? Right, why are we not doing that? We've done that in Laos. That's a really retarded idea. There we go. And I guess a normal furniture one as well. Where are we getting? Okay, so Yunnan, we have a normal furniture factory, so I guess we could build a luxury one as well. Okay, so just putting a lot of factories out there, hoping that people will, you know, come in and work at them. Yay, state-run economy. That's how it works, right? Okay, no, don't need that. Okay. So I guess we can increase the speed now, and we just need to hope that our infamy will lower itself. And of course, the more military stuff we research, the better that's gonna get. Projects, yay. Build railroads. Mongolia better pay. Really, Mongolia? Right, Mongolia. They're getting invaded by Germany, which, you know, of course, if you're Mongolia, you get invaded by Germany. That's how it works. Right, let's look at the infrastructure. Where can we build? Yes, we can expand our railroads. We can also expand our forts, which is probably a good idea. Just expand the forts so it's more difficult for our enemies to just kill us. Might not be a bad idea. Yes, pay me. Pay me, Cambodia. That's great. Borneo is still being pretty useful, but it's kind of unfortunate how we don't have, like, fuel refineries or anything like that that we can exploit these resources for. That's kind of sad. Anyway, time to increase relations with the Germans. The great powers, we have Germany being number 1, United Kingdom is number 2, United States is number 3, but all of these 3 are relatively close. Then way down we have Japan at 4, and then the European minor great powers, I guess you could call them, the Nubian Federation, Netherlands, Italy, and Russia. So they're, you know, not nearly as strong. You're not getting any goods because this is a Great War. So yeah, the Great War is going on, and it's making the price of military things a lot, you know, worse. We don't particularly care for laissez-faire, and there aren't a lot of anarcho-liberals. So yes. Are we gonna have people that want to revolt? Oh, the Monegash better pay their debts. Of course. Yeah, we can reduce taxes further. How great. Of course, it's first better to reduce taxes on the richer, because, you know, one, we are the rich. Oh, the Treaty of Moskva. and the Treaty of London. So we have the end of a lot of people. We have a lot of countries being released. Okay, the Sheikhdom of Kuwait defaults. It's okay. Don't worry. Ratanakosin Kingdom. Hello again. Hello again. How has it been for you? You are gonna be my colony now. Apparently. Apparently they have colonial states. So I can justify to take their colonial states. Oh, it seems like Ayutthaya is a colonial state of yours. I think I will take it. Yes, my friend. So as you can see, nations are starting to break off of these empires, and oh boy, this is going to be nasty. So India is just exploding, the British Raj. Afghanistan is free and actually took a lot of, tribal areas over here, like Peshawar. A lot of people got... You're a dominion of Italy? What? How did that happen? I don't know. Anyway, and the Treaty of Moskva also firing means that, yeah, Kazakhstan broke free, Buryatia broke free, Kamchatka broke free, Tanutuva, the most glorious country in the world, he's already allied with China. Kyrgyzstan, all the Central Asians, Kazakhstan, the Caucasus, which is an absolute mess, and that got handed over to Austria's sphere, although Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan seem to be free. Azerbaijan, of course, very, very valuable because of Baku and its oil fields. Crimea is free and under German. Well, okay, I guess it's not very free if it's German sphered, but it's mostly free. Ukraine, Belarus, and the United Baltic Duchy, Kaiserreich, yes. So Germany now, just very, very dominant. And also Congress Poland, apparently. Hello, Congress Poland. You're probably just going to get englobed by Germany. So, also Finland is out. Interestingly enough, Sweden did not get anything. Poor Sweden. Not even Åland. Aw, Åland. But, like, you're a Swedish... You're not a Swedish core. Okay, I guess they renounced that. Anyway, the United Kingdom... getting dismantled. Oh, Ireland. Yeah, the Labour Party. He's still in the sphere of the Brits, but he has united. So that's good for them. Newfoundland is independent. Canada is independent. So yeah, essentially everyone's just getting their colonies taken away, and most likely like some African independence we might see, although that's most likely just going to go to the other European powers. Yemen is now free. That's very, very awesome. Anyway, this, as I said, opens up opportunities for us, The Treaty of Roma, and now the Italian Empire is going to be dismantled. Lots of territories being given over to... Jesus Christ. Go away, fascism. Oh, Yugoslavia! Yeah, I was going to say, the Italian Empire is going to get dismantled, so a lot of random nations are going to get created. Yugoslavia is now created from Serbia and Montenegro. Albania still doing its thing. But yeah, Italy being forced to give up some territory to France. And most likely... did they have like random colonies all over? Yeah, it's now all Portugal. I'm guessing some of that was Italian. Yep, okay. So, just the entire, world being reshaped according to German and... some Germans are even here. According to German and Austrian and Dutch, actually, wishes. Anyway. We can send our troops to the border of the Ratanakosin Kingdom because, they're civilized. They've been released civilized, but to be completely fair, they're not going to be that strong. Come on. And now that the Great War is over, most likely my troops can actually be built. Military directionism. There we go. Rajasthan. Yeah, just all the Indians. All the various Indians. Oh, that's nationalist. Nationalist China's back? I don't see it. Looks like there's some rebels in Manchukuo. But I mean, it might be Chinese pan-nationalist, but I don't see any nationalist Chinas. Like, seriously. Nationalist China. I guess the closest thing is the Guominjun? Seriously, where are you? No, I don't take alliances with non-existing countries. Let's take a look at this. Maybe... Yeah, you apparently exist, but you... Yeah. For industry. Chinese East Canton. Oh. Hong Kong. Okay. I see how it is. Yes. 香港太好了. So apparently Hong Kong is yeah, that's why they're 83% Yue, because they're Cantonese. Because that's British, you know, that's what happens when the British Empire is dismantled. Apparently Hong Kong is not taken by Germany, but a rival nationalist government is established there. And the funny part is, that's not even that strange. An end to Siamese imperialism. Why should it be that the Kingdom of Siam gets all the prime colonial land? It's downright unfair, that's what it is. They probably aren't even properly educating the native population. Something must be done. We deserve our place in the sun. Yeah, I haven't read that many events in this campaign, but sometimes Victoria 2's events are pretty great. But yeah, that's because Ayutthaya for some reason is their colonial province. So like, just us taking that is apparently us removing their imperialism. You know? Still though, we're just so great. We're still not getting these bloody units built. That's particularly annoying. Are we still part of the Italian sphere? That might be the reason why. Chinese restoration of order to the Sichuan province. Oh, the Beiyang is gonna annex the Sichuan clique. Rip. Anyway, so that's the end of my designs on Sichuan, I guess. So what I wanted to do was check out why the hell... Yeah, we're still in the Italian sphere. Oh, god damn it. That's why, because we're in the Italian sphere, so our market is really crappy, because Italy is a crappy great power. Hopefully they're gonna get kicked out by someone else. I mean, they have zero military power because they got dismantled and they got forced to disarm. Also, actually, one thing that I wanted to check out is, are there any nations with, like, weird ideologies? Political systems. So you have a bunch of absolute monarchies, some constitutional monarchies, a couple dominions. Ah, it looks like Australia's still a dominion. Presidential dictatorships. Republic. Theocracy, Tibet. Semi-constitutional. Okay, so no, like, proletarian dictatorships or anything like that. Okay. And no fascists yet. But, maybe Italy might become fascist. There's quite a lot of fascism here, because generally it is people that lose wars that become fascist, because, you know, they have there's a mechanic called revanchism that's somewhere in here. But essentially the more, okay, that's revanchism. So like, if you lose, you're gonna get a lot of revanchism, so people are gonna want to reclaim your lost land, and that makes them become very jingoistic and very fascist. So that's how you become fascist, generally. Easiest way is just to lose a war. We've got a bunch of militant socialists that want to rise up. But, I mean, eventually we're gonna get some reforms, you know? Wait, somehow we have some voting reforms, even though we don't have voting. That's so weird. Anyway. Okay, so they're trying to build troops, but we can now declare on them. Although I guess we could justify something else. Acquire state. That would be risky. Make puppet. No, that would be better. Unless we get discovered, like, literally instantly. How long is our Casus Belli now gonna last? So, like, a year. Make puppet is going to take how many days? Less than a year. Okay. If we get discovered literally instantly, we are screwed. But since we are not getting discovered literally instant... Wow, that was close. Oh, communist propaganda. We could just say let them talk. Or we could kill a bunch of farmers. I feel like we should just let them talk. Okay, and I've actually reached the time limit for this part, so I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time with the war against the Siamese.